private ticket groups in Zendesk. If you have some secret workflows that you run through Zendesk and you don't want anybody else to have access to these, well, Zendesk has enabled this feature and they call it private groups. Now, if you can see my screen, I'm going to show you real quick how to add one. So I'm going to go here to the 4 squares, go to Admin Center, and then I'm going to go to People, and then in Groups, and I'm going to go to Add Group, and I'm going to call this one Private Legal. This usually applies when you have legal matters that you don't want the rest of the team to have access to, or if you have, for example, a business running in multiple parts of the world, then legal issues don't apply in each area, and you maybe don't want the other party to have access to these tickets. Now, there used to be in Zendesk the idea of having people see only tickets in their groups, which is still available, right? So you have agents are only able to see tickets within their groups. However, if they use an API, somebody is clever, then they'd be able to see tickets nevertheless. So they just need agent access. Yes, by default in the UI, you can't access it. But if they use something clever with the API, then they have access to everything. This takes care of that matter. Okay, so look, it's just a thing here, which is a checkbox, make it private, boom. And that's about it. I'm not going to set it as default because that's not important. My group members are going to be, this guy. I'm going to click the plus, and then there he is. He's the legal person, or he's the finance person. People shouldn't see the finance things, or they shouldn't see the legal things. And this is to help exactly that. I'm just going to click save. All right, so this has been saved, and I'm going to go to my support in here, to show you how it works. And I'm going to go to my views, and in unassigned tickets, let's just take this one. Okay, so now see here, assignee on the left-hand side. I'm just going to go to groups, and then I'm going to go to private legal, and I'm going to assign it to this guy, Dominic, in the private group. Now, I'm going to click on open, so it gets saved up, and now it's just part of the private legal group. And what am I going to do now is I'm going to copy this URL for the ticket, and I'm going to show you how it works, because if I go back in here, it's still going to be there, but I want to test it out to see how it looks like for everybody else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open an incognito window from here, file new private window, and I'm going to paste this link. Okay, so now it's by default says you're not logged into Zendesk, which is perfectly fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to log in with another agent account, an agent that is not this one, so a different account. I'm going to blur out this email because I don't want you to see it. You are going to be able to find an email to get in touch in the description of this video if you need help with Zendesk. So look, it says access denied. I don't have access to this. All right, let me just click the logo, and let me just go to support, and I have access to everything else but that ticket. So if I go here in unassigned, that ticket is nowhere to be found. Actually, let me try it again. Let me just look in the search. Let's see. Search that 6940. No ticket. Why not? I need it. Let me in. You know that meme with Andre? I don't know if you know, but anyway. So there you have it. This is a new feature, well, relatively new. It's been around for a few months, and it's great for these matters where I had to go through incredible hoops to be able to make things private, and always be on a thread and be on a limb, like, oh my God, hope they don't get access. Like in the previous way of doing things, you had to make sure that you created some kind of workarounds in order to isolate some types of requests. Now, what we'd used to do, like to make sure that, nobody's being clever in big accounts, like in accounts of over 200 agents. As the law of big numbers, if you have few agents, there's not a big chance that one of them is super clever, but you have a lot of agents, there's a big chance some of them is really clever, and they will potentially, get access to all your information, and that's not great. So what we used to do is to recommend to get a secondary Zendesk account. So you'd have, the main account with 200 plus agents, and then you have like another Zendesk account, which is with different URL, different login, and you'd have those legal people with five people working in that Zendesk account. But you'd create a sort of other plethora of issues, which is, for example, tickets wouldn't be shared very well amongst the two accounts, or reporting would have to be done separately, which causes another headache, like how many tickets came in, how many were escalated to the legal team, how many tickets were actually solved by the legal team. Oh, let's bring that information across. Oh, we can't. We have to put it in an Excel or export it to Power BI or whatever reporting tool. So not great experience, but this one solves it, and I love it. It's great. So this has been a very quick update. My name is Dominic, customer experience guy, mustache guy. This is what you do when you don't have too much of a personality. You get a beard, you get a mustache. There you go. I'm joking. Am I? Don't know. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.